This is part one of my Cure discography collection, and so what I've included in this is projects that Robert Smith was involved in, like when he was in Cult Hero, The Glove, when he was with Susie and the Banshees. Anyways, for the first record that we're looking at is Simon Gallup's band Lockjaw, and this was before he joined The Cure, so I thought I'd include it in the collection. This is Killing an Arab, the first edition, which was released on Small Wonder label. Here is Killing an Arab on the Fiction label, and the B-side is 10:15 Saturday Night. This is a reissue, but this is Three Imaginary Boys. Here's the 12-inch for Grinding Halt. Next is Boys Don't Cry on the Fiction label. Plastic Passion was the B-side. Jumping Someone Else's Train. This is a reissued 80s release of Jumping Someone Else's Train. There's Robert from 1984. This is a compilation of various artists, and this is The Cure with Jumping Someone Else's Train. This is Cult Hero's I Dig You. This is a various artist release, which featured Cult Hero. Next is Boys Don't Cry. This is the New Zealand release of Boys Don't Cry, which featured Killing an Arab and Jumping Someone Else's Train. This is the Spanish release of Boys Don't Cry. Here is 10:15 Saturday Night. I have two copies. One where the corner is not cut off and it's not stamped. The second copy I found at a thrift store, and this is the one with the corner cut off and the stamp on the copy on the sleeve. Here's the Russian release of Three Imaginary Boys. Next is a Forest 7-inch. This is the negative sleeve. And this is the 12-inch. This is the German release of A Forest. And this is the New Zealand release of A Forest. This is a reissued release, but this is 17 seconds. And this is the 2 LP version that was released, I can't recall, like in 2009, 2008, I don't remember. 2008. Robert Smith was featured on one of the songs for The Associates, and it was, what was the song? I can't recall at the top of my head. God. Oh, The Affectionate Punch. That was also released as a single, but here's the album. This is the 12-inch for Primary. The 2 LP version of Faith. This is the US release of Happily Ever After, which featured 17 Seconds and Faith as a 2 LP set. This is the 12-inch for Charlotte Sometimes. With a 10-minute version of Faith, recorded live. This is the German release of Charlotte Sometimes. Notice the image is reversed. And this is an alternate cover for Charlotte Sometimes. This is the this is the Spanish release of, oh no, this is the New Zealand release of Charlotte Sometimes, again with the reversed sleeve. This is the Spanish version of Charlotte Sometimes. And notice the text in Spanish, Charlotte a veces. Here we have Pornography, the 2 LP version. Here is I think this was a promo, or I don't know if they were sold, but this was to support the Pornography tour. Oh, it's a promo. Here's a single for The Hanging Garden. And this is the 10-inch version. This is a 4-song EP called Singles. This was used to promote towards the tail end of the Pornography tour. In 1982 saw the release of Let's Go to Bed. This is the UK 12-inch. This is the US release. Later that year, towards the tail end of 82, The Hanging Garden was released in Japan. This is the Japanese 7-inch with A Strange Day as a B-side. And Japan released Pornography at the tail end of 82. Along with 17 Seconds.